Hello again. It has been such a long time since I made a video, but I had to come back to YouTube just because I wanted to review this eyeshadow palette right here. And this is the Culture 2 eyeshadow palette from Juvia's Place. The back of the palette has all the ingredients, and it also has like a list of shades that you shouldn't be wearing around the eyes. I do suggest you do a patch test if you think you might be sensitive to any of them, because they're probably like pigments. I never have any reaction, so I use them. The inside looks like this, and you can see that it's very colorful. It's a very colorful palette. At first I was like, I don't know how I feel about them like going together or not, but when you look at the artwork, you realize it does make sense. Right now I'm going to show you swatches. I am reading from their website. It says, join us as we explore the beautiful horizons and depths of cultural escapade. Unleash your fiercest eyeshadow looks with its expansive array of 30 bold and intense shades, including rich yellows, greens, alluring pinks, majestic purples, oranges, dual chromatic shades, and cosmetic glitter eyeshadow too. You just saw the swatches, and now I'm gonna do 5 looks with this eyeshadow palette, and I am going to be describing each of the shades, how the Juvia's Place website describes them, as I put on each of these eyeshadows. I am starting off with Motherland. Motherland is a leaf green matte shade. I am applying it in light layers and building it up as I go along, just so that just so I don't make it patchy or anything like that, although this does not go on patchy even when I try putting it on thick. Next, I am grabbing Soweto, and Soweto is supposed to be a, let's see, a matte nude sand shade. Next, I'm trying my favorite shade, and it's Joss, and that is supposed to be a duochrome. It's a green to gold duochrome. It's like glittery, but it's a very micro glitter. Next and last, I am putting on Batik, and Batik is a sparkling and shimmering green duochrome, and I'm putting it on the bottom and on the insides. I had just finished recording a lashes video, and so that's why I have lashes on this look. But this is the only look that I actually wore fake lashes. But it is so cute, so beautiful, cute. Next is look number 2, Spiritual Wealth, Peace and Love. For this look, I'm going to start off with Waroba. And Waroba is a matte cool tone neon yellow. I am also building up this shade, to make it more vibrant. I don't think it's neon at all, but it's yellow. Okay, next I am using Masai, and Masai, as you can see, is a matte orange red shade. It is not patchy. None of these are patchy, and I am building it up as well. It builds up really nicely. Now I'm blending. There's a lot of blending going on that you just don't see in the videos to keep it short. All right, so next I'm using Kingdom. Kingdom is a gold yellow shimmery shade, and first I apply it with a brush, and then I apply it with my finger. It goes on really nicely. Now I'm putting that same shade on the bottom lash line. All right, now I'm gonna be grabbing Chua, and Chua is a let's see, oh, it's a metallic champagne and nude shimmer, and so this is finished look number 2. On to look number 3. I am starting off this look with Asobi. So Asobi is a lilac matte shade, which just gave me a lot of problems because it just wasn't sticking to my eye. It's a really pretty shade, but when I tried to put stuff on it, it came off. All right, so next I'm using Safari, and Safari is supposed to be a matte purple shade, and I feel like it's a lot brighter and a lot more like violet-y. So it's just beautiful. It has a lot of pink in it. Beautiful, strong shade. Next, I am using Lagos, and Lagos is a shimmery metallic purple and blue reflex. It's just a beautiful shade. It's like a dual chrome kind of thing. Next, I'm using Yoruba, and I'm using that on the inner eyes. Yoruba is a very light, shimmery, soft nude shade. I am not sure what I used at the end, but that's the finished look. I love this look. Look number 3. I am starting off with Festive, and Festive is a light matte lime green. Then I am going to be using Cape Town, which is more like a matte olive shade. At this point, I'm not even looking at the website because if not, then I kind of get lost. Okay, so next I am using Fufu, which is also a matte shade. And this is a very dark green matte shade. It says a dark army green matte shade. Okay, next I'm using Beads. And Beads is a shimmer, kind of like a glitter. It says dual chromatic mix of metallic gold and brown. It's a beautiful shade. I feel like all of them are just beautiful. I'm using the same on my bottom lash line. So this is finished look number 3. Look number 5, I am going to begin with Yonde, and this is such a pretty color. It's kind of like an orangey brown, and let's see how they describe it. It says a matte earth orange, and it builds up so beautifully. I absolutely love it. Next, I'm going with Queen Vibes, which is a lighter orange, and also very pretty and earthy. Now I am going to be adding Rivers, and Rivers is a shimmer, glittery shimmer, and it applies beautifully. This is one of my favorite looks that I created with this palette. Now I'm using Chua or Chiwa, and Chiwa is supposed to be, let's see, a metallic champagne and nude shimmer. All right, so what did I think of this palette? I wasn't surprised because Juvia's Place usually has a very good formula, and this was no exception. I loved every one of these colors except maybe this one right here, which I was really looking forward to trying out and hoping that it was going to work well. But this shade right here, it just was too sheer. And you know what was really interesting? That I had it was chalky. And then when I tried to use the brush to put on another shade on top of that one, this shade would just like come off. So that was really weird. Overall, the mattes were not patchy, not even the dark ones, which is surprising because usually dark shades tend to get patchy. But the dark shades were not patchy. They went on smoothly, they blended well. The shimmers were shimmery. I mean, you could see that some of these, even with the brush, they were going on very nicely. Like there was no need to use the fingers to apply them, and I feel like you have more control with a brush, so that is great. So this was definitely a review and not a first impressions because I already used this palette a couple times this week, and At the end of my look, I always apply a setting spray. So far, I have applied this one from Wet n Wild. I have applied this other one from Wet n Wild. And I have applied this one from Benefit. And the eyeshadows stay put throughout the day. They look the same as when I put them on in the morning. I definitely recommend this eyeshadow palette. You could do so many looks with this. And so yeah, I just gave you some ideas so that you can see that there are many looks that you can make with it. I like to keep to monochromatic looks, but you could definitely switch it up and do complementary colors. The other thing that I wanted to mention is like with the Serengeti sunset look that I did, I started out with a very light application of the shades. And that's usually what I do whenever I wear makeup in my everyday life. It's that I don't do a full-on strong eye makeup look. I do very subtle. And you can have fun even with subtle looks. You do whatever feels comfortable for you. I definitely recommend this eyeshadow palette. You could do so many looks with it. So yeah, that's the end of my video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and stay safe out there. Bye.